Hello friends, welcome to our channel Tech on Target. In today's video, we will discuss about Azure Managed Services, which have a name of Azure Data Factory. Problem statement is uh, in an organization where we have very huge amount of data, which is in unstructured form. We have to process it, make it in a structured form, and need to store it. And this structure data which we stored, we have to make representation like diagrams, different dashboards by using Power BI tool, uh, so that our business team, project team, which is not technical team, through this through these diagrams, they have the idea of the organization performance. So this is my Azure, all the videos of Azure. You can watch them, but they are all in Hindi language. I started to dub all the language in English, so that viewers who can understand only English can get benefit from my videos. So in Azure Data Factory, we need a source from where we are picking the data, a destination where we are saving the data. At source level, when we are picking, we are not just picking as it is. We can make the rules, filter out the things which is necessary, which is not necessary. And uh, once it comes in the destination, we can again apply filters. If there is an error, there is an trigger, we can select, like if performance is not up to marks like 70%, 60%, so we can again filter out the data to find more things. If performance is sufficient up to 90, 80 or 90%, then we don't do that steps. And ADLS. ADLS is Azure Data Lake Blob Storage, is used for storing data, and both comes under in storage account. In storage account, we will have blob storage and we will also have ADLS. But when we configure the blob storage, there is an option to enable the Azure Data Lake storage. We can, if we enable that option, we create a ADLS. Otherwise, we will have a blob storage. There is a basic difference between ADLS and blob storage. Uh, you can see that it is the ADLS, and in containers, its logo is changed. One difference you to identify by only viewing console. Other difference is that here we have the when we create the container, inside that, in the blob storage, we can give a name as per our use case, our application. It should be as identical. You can easily identify why you have created this storage or this container. When you create this container, and if you go inside that container, you will find a basic difference. Let's create a container at ADLS also. Now we can go inside demo ADLS. Here you can see we have the option of add directory, but that's not same in case of blob storage, because blob storage works on, we can say it as an object level approach. It is having the object level approach, but ADLS is supporting the hierarchical approach. Hierarchical, you are understanding, there is a folder. In that folder, we can have either folder or files, and in that folder we have others files. So hierarchy will be maintained, and we can perform the action on folder also. But on blob storage, we can't perform any action. We can't delete it, we can't select it. And if you want to delete the folder, you have to delete the files, and folder or will also will auto get deleted in the blob storage. And one more difference, if you want to perform the operation like manage ACL and other, you can't do at folder level or directory level in blob storage, but that is much possible in our blob storage in ADLS data lake storage. So now we can create our data factory. When you create the data factory, first you need a subscription, then you need a resource group, then you have to give your whatever the ADF, you have to give a name, and on what reason you want to apply create your data, you can create there. You should have a unique name of for your ADF. We are going to create on Qatar Central Git configuration. You can configure it now, or you can do it over later. You can select how you want to connect, via public endpoint or via private endpoint. If you select here the private endpoint, then you can't open the console here. You have to go link it to your VPC, or then there is other stuff. So for the being the simplicity, for the demo purpose, we will go with the public endpoint, and you can see that validation is passed and we can create it. It will take some time. So we are ready with the source. We have created the ADLS as a source plus destination as an blob storage. So when till ADF is created, I will give you the idea of some steps which we do in your data factory. First we have to create a link. Link with what? Link with source and destination. Like ADF need to communicate with the source, and this source communication must be authorized also. You have to make the communication authorized to take data from here and read and write both. And then we have to create dataset. Dataset is like filters. We can define what we have to take, and what thing we will remove from that, or any function we are applying, we can select it from there. Then we have a pipeline section in that, where we will define our pipeline, and there are some activities are there like copy data and other, which we will create in our pipeline, and according to that activity we will select the action which will be performed. Then we have fourth option. It is a trigger. Okay, like pipeline is created. Now there is some one case like you have to publish the report on every 1 hour, or after 1 day. So according to that you can select, or you can manually run also, like I'm doing demo for you. I'm not going to schedule it for next morning because I have to show you the result. So uh, I can do it just now. So okay, we will create a directory, whatever name as per your use case, as per your application requirement, or whatever your environment requirement, you can give and create that directory. And in that directory we will push and we will upload file. And this file I have uploaded. This is a demo file, not much. It just contains some. We can also move whole complete folder to other storage. In this particular demo we will see that. First we will create link for our ADF. ADF is launched, and this kind of dashboard you will see when you launch the ADF, and that is the ADF demo which we have created. here we have the option pipeline. Okay, if we go here, yes, we can create the link services, and we will create our first link services. First, create source. Source is our data lake storage, so we will select it and click on continue. Then we will give a appropriate name, and through authorization type is account key. Through that it is storage account name, like we have created a ADLS demo 10123, that one, and we will check by it's doing test connection. We are clicked on the text connection, and it will, yes, it is connected and showing green tick. So we can click on create, and we can give a meaningful name, and we will create other link service, as we have need at least two links, one for our source and second for our destination. Blob storage we will select here and click on continue. Then we will select our account, and that is the blob 123 demo, and we'll test the connection and create it. So in ADF, first step is done. We have created our linked services for source and destination. We have also checked them by doing test connection. Now we need to configure the datasets. So let's go to dataset. Here you are seeing the same sign of pencil. You have to, pencil or pen, whatever you can name it, you have to click on that, and you will go to new dataset, and we will create dataset for ADLS. I think it is not from, we have to write it as lake. So lake we will correcting, and binary. If we select other things, we can't create move the folder. For to move folder we need to select binaries, and here we select our dataset, and we will give here in the file path. We have to give the path of the our main container, and if you select the directory, it will only move this particular directory. If we not select it, it will select all the directories available in the demo ADLS. So we can ready to create it. In case you have to move or create dataset for one file only, you can select directory and select the particular file, and give name as per your requirement, as per your use case. So now we are giving its name as dataset ADLS, which is making more sense. That is the dataset for ADLS. Same way we can create dataset for destination. Destination is, yes, you are right, it is the blob storage. Okay, we same type we have used binary. Give a appropriate name. Dataset blob we can use, and then we select our link services. that is our blob 1. In the file path we will give the container path, and then we will not give the directory path. And we will click on OK and create the dataset. Now two requirements are fulfilled. We will publish it. Before publishing, you can make it valid all. I have directly done the publish. Click on the publish all, so you can check the validation by clicking on the validation all just in front of publish. Okay, it is got published. If it has any issue, it will affect you here. In our case there is no issue, so everything is blank. We can continue for next step. What is going to our next step. We will perform that step, and it is creating new pipeline. I hope now screen is visible. We will select the activities which we need to perform, and there are multiple activities we can use for our data. We can use Databricks and batch service or Azure function. There are different services for different purposes. For today purpose, in today demo, we are just making a copy between source and destination ADLS to blob. For that we will use the copy data activity, and we will give the appropriate name which should be meaningful. Then we will select our source, and the source we will select data link ADLS 1. Recursively is clicked file path in dataset. Okay, that's fine. Not much changes required. In the dataset blob 1 we will select, and okay, no much changes are required also here, and we will continue. We don't require changes at this moment. We can continue. In this settings, maximum data integration unit, no need to add, and user properties thing is there. We are ready with our, we can first validate it. There is nothing. Our settings are very much fine, and we will publish our pipeline. So once it's published, we can yes, it's get published. We can run it on schedule basis, or like you need a report one in morning, one in afternoon, one in you can say in evening, or you require on day basis. The same video I have posted in Hindi language. You can go to this playlist if you prefer Hindi language over English language. So we have already checked the validation. You can check it from here also, and you can run the pipeline via add trigger. If you click on the new edit, you have to make a trigger, and you have to configure it according to your use case. What are the scenario you are dealing with? According to you have to configure the trigger, but we can, for beginner time, we can trigger it now, and you can see that we have clicked on OK. It's triggering. It will give us the notification. Yes, it has given this notification of running. Pipeline is now in running state. Once it's get successfully done, it will also give second time notification that it went successful. Let's wait for it. Yes, it is succeeded. We can verify it. We have a ADLS from where we have moved the dir1 in the block. Yes, it's come here, and if we click on yes, file is come here. So our setup is working nicely. So here you can see that in the demo ALB, which is our container, we have the dir1, and on dir1 it is a virtual kind of directory where we cannot perform any action, and in the demo areas we can do the function like delete directory, which is not possible in the blob storage. So that was the basic difference between the now. If we have deleted only file, if you refresh it, you see that virtual directory is also gone. So I hope now you have guided understanding of ADLS. That's all from my side. We have seen how we can work with ADLS, and difference between ADLS and blob, and how ADF pipeline work, and what are its components. Thank you.